Hey guys, JassassinE here and welcome to the channel. Today we are up to episode 6 of my Diamond City project. So a big thank you to all my new subscribers and of course the old subscribers and everybody else in between. I really do appreciate it, guys. So guys, starting in the pantry first, and of course today we are going to be adding in a meat freezer. So first off goes in some meat racks. And now we're just going to be hanging up some meat, and we're just going to be spacing it evenly apart. Every now and then we will put the odd empty hook, as it makes it look like some meat has already been removed, and that already starts adding to the realism. So using these very small trays guys, we are going to blow them up by 6 and of course slide them underneath the meat rack, and it makes for an awesome drip tray. Also we can put other cuts of meat in there as well. So what we're going to be doing now is we are going to be closing off the freezer section from the pantry section. So to do that we will be using a high-tech double door frame, which of course is from Snappy House Kits, and of course adding in these sliding doors. So guys, just pulling the light slightly away from the wall, that way we can add some additional shelves up the top, which just gives us a little bit more storage in our pantry. As you can see, I've got the brackets lining up quite centralized with the door panel, as it just makes it look a little bit neater and tidier. And guys, I'm gonna sneak some Nuka-Cola up here. So when placing the shelves, I like to push them back to the wall and then pop them forward a little bit. As you can see, I'm just quickly placing some Nuka-Cola bottles on, and that's just to make sure that the shelf faces the right way. Sometimes when we place it from the workshop, it could be back to front, so placing something like that very quickly will just make sure that all the shelves are facing forward. So guys, as you can see, this is the pantry before any custom work. Now this is the pantry after we have put some rusty panels in it to give it that cauldron effect. And of course here are the sliding doors, which give us a separate meat section, and it separates the meat from the other foods. Now I'm going to be changing the doors over, and I think I'm playing for keeps with these doors guys. I really like these ones, so I think these are going to become a full-time feature of this penthouse. One thing is though, is these double doors, you'll notice you'll open up one door and both door opens, and I don't think that's very immersive. So I'm just going to add a left and a right, and that way we can have one open and one closed, just like we would in real life. So we're going to be adding a little bit of warmth to the hallway, and I'm going to be putting a nice carpet runner from the front door all the way up to our bedroom. So these mohair was quite funny. It would either snap on the left or the right. So what I did is I staggered them, and that way it removed the guesswork, and I only had to hand place every second one. I hope you guys have been enjoying this regular content, and I have much more regular content coming your way. Very soon I will be starting up my under the scope videos, and of course getting stuck into the hermit home videos. So plenty of action coming up on the channel. And the last piece goes in, and as you can see guys, it is almost looking like a bought one. Now the first thing we are going to do in this bedroom is warm it up. So guys, a little bit cold with the brick walls, so we're going to replace them with nice timber walls. Now I'm going to be using some workshop rearrange carpet, so a quick floor change, that way we can snap down the right carpet. Now when placing your concrete guys, make sure you place it flush at the top and have absolutely no gap. That way when we do put the carpet down, it's going to be seamless. Now I'll leave those two panels there because I will be using Snappy House Kit skins for the first two floor pieces. So there we go guys, some overseer flooring which looks fantastic, and it will suit some other flooring throughout the penthouse. As you can see, this is looking quite cold, and now all of a sudden guys, we've added some warmth and a little bit more believability for this to be a bedroom. So what I'm doing here guys is I'm going to be adding some nooks and crannies, because if you try to decorate a large open room, it can be a little bit tricky to get started, but if you have little nooks and crannies, it can really make it easier for furniture choice and of course decoration choice. So up the back we are going to put in a walk-in wardrobe. I think a walk-in wardrobe would look absolutely fantastic. So guys, today's shout out goes to a friend of mine, Fliteska. Now Fliteska does some awesome Fallout 4 creation kit lessons. So whether you're just starting with the creation kit, or whether you are advanced with the creation kit, you will find some valuable information within his tutorial videos. Not only that, Fliteska also does some awesome settlement builds, so I'll leave the link to his channel down in the description. So at first guys, I used these lights, and when I just placed them on the outside of the ceiling, it just looked like they were stuck on, and I didn't really like them at first. So what I did was I bumped them up into the ceiling, and I made sure that the cross members just went across the top of the light. It really gave it that built-in look. So once again, it just adds that little bit of realism to the bedroom. So of course in goes a downlight in the walk-in robe, so we can actually see what we're doing. A light down this end, and of course down here is going to be a small office. So as you can see guys, adding some dividers, it's now going to allow me to custom furnish, because my favourite part will be cluttering up the bedroom. So I've decided to use some colonial dividers for the hallway, and I think using these dividers look a lot better than using the half walls. I think it adds a little bit more warmth, and I like that little bit of depth that the panel adds. So we can't forget this piece of angled wall down the end. I think adding a piece in here is certainly imminent to the build. So you'll notice there was a little bit of visible end to the skin, so I'm just going to put a column in place, and that's just going to hide the end of the skin. And of course we're going to bump it so it sits flush with the front and the top. So guys, if you are interested in this open space to do your own build in, this mod was originally done by Matches Malone 89, and it was only ported early this year by Lando Commando. Guys, I will leave the information to this mod down in the description. Now you got to be careful guys, do not slam the door or these books are going to fall down and crack you in the top of the head, and we certainly don't want that. So a little bit of ambient lighting up on these shelves, and that is just going to add some lighting to the hallway. I still have got to decide what light I would like to finish off these hallways with. I'm not too keen on the ones up there, unless I'm going to bump them right up and make them down lights. So I'm still hunting through my light selection to see what I think is more suitable. So a cool idea that I come up with guys is I'm putting a small billboard as some wall art, and I'm just going to bump it in the wall so it looks like a standard print. It just gives it that rustic look. And of course we will be enlarging a lamplight picture, and we're just going to bump it behind. That way we can still activate the light by pressing on the billboard. Now I thought this was a really cool idea guys, and a very simple one. Adding some solid timber shelving and just bumping them up so that you can just see the metal bracket underneath. It actually looks like the metal bracket is supporting the shelf, and that adds a lot of realism. So guys, you'll notice these projects have been I have been putting them out on Thursday or Fridays, and I'm thinking to keep that day as my permanent day for my projects. I have some really cool projects coming up. I have a awesome triple workshop build at Kingsport Lighthouse, and I have a custom build on a deserted island. So if you guys like my content, don't forget to hit the like button, and of course smash that subscribe button guys, because a simple like goes a long way. It can really help get this content out to other people in the Fallout 4 community, and of course to other people that may enjoy it. So guys, thank you very much for checking out this episode. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. So bye for now.